If you've ever been told that you have a hypertonic or high-tone pelvic floor, or perhaps you experience pain or discomfort when you put in tampons or menstrual cups or even during intercourse, this video is going to be for you. My name is Dr. Nicole. I am a pelvic floor physical therapist that specializes in working with women during their pregnancy and after their pregnancy. And I really love to address some of the tone issues that women experience because it can alleviate so many symptoms and improve quality life for lots of women. This video is going to really focus on 5 different movements that you can be in for about 1 minute each that will really relax, let go of some of that tension in your pelvic floor. So if you've had a long day where you've been on your feet a lot, or you just did a new workout and you're like, I have a lot of tension in my pelvic floor, or if you want to use this as a warm-up to intercourse, it's going to be perfect for that too. So go ahead and grab a mat, grab a pillow, and maybe a chair or the edge of a couch, something you can put your legs up on, and let's jump right in. For this first movement, you're going to go ahead and grab that pillow and something to put your legs up on. You want to get down into a laying position on your back. If you do have any diastasis recti, feel free to go to your side first. That can definitely save your abs a little bit. But you want to put your feet up on that chair. Just let your knees kind of fall out to the side, and you really want to think about relaxation. So you want to inhale. Think about opening your pelvic floor, letting it fall down towards your feet. Exhale, and then inhale. Think about opening up your pelvic floor as much as you possibly can, letting your knees fall out to the side. You might feel like you need to adjust your legs or your feet position a little bit to get really, really comfortable, and that is totally fine. The big thing is that you're just checking in with your body. Are you holding tension in your inner thighs? Do your knees want to squeeze together even though they're supposed to be relaxed? Is your pelvic floor squeezing closed even though we've told it to open? And let it all go. Continue to do nice big inhales and exhales, filling your belly up with air, letting your ribs expand, and then as you exhale, letting them just come back into where they started. Inhale, fill up nice and big, let everything relax. Exhale, let it all go. All right, we spent about a minute there. Let's go ahead and move into the next position. For this, you're going to clear your pillow and your chair out of the way so that you have lots of room to lay down on your belly. As you lay down on your stomach, you're going to get your neck in a nice comfortable position. Lift one of your feet up towards the ceiling and bend your knee, and you're going to just let that knee fall in and out. You might feel like, oh, it's okay with going in, but it doesn't like to go out, or vice versa. Whatever you feel, just focus on, okay, I'm going to let it all go. Big inhale, big exhale. Go ahead and let that foot gently go back down to the floor. Lift your other foot up towards the ceiling and rotate that foot in and out. For this movement, try to keep your hips planted as much as you can, so the front of your hips on the floor. If they're lifting up, you might be doing more movement in your back. So for this particular movement, just keep your hip bones pinned to the floor and just let the weight of your legs swing it in and out. Let's go ahead and move into a hands and knees position. For this, we're going to move into a cat-cow movement. It's really important that your pelvis can move independently of your spine, and also being in this back extension position allows your sit bones and your butt to really open up. So think about those coming apart as you arch your back, and then as you round your spine, think about them coming back together. Nice open pelvic floor, and then round out your spine. Now we're going to switch to a side-to-side movement. So you're trying to keep your spine pretty straight while your hips move side to side. I'm going to go ahead and turn so you can see a different angle on this. You're trying to get your tailbone to point to that corner and then to switch and to point towards this corner. Think of a dog wagging his tail. You're not trying to move your whole spine in a C. can see it better this way, but like whole spine thing. You're really trying to keep this upper part nice and straight while just the tail wags. All right, we're gonna move into a stretch of these adductor muscles. You're gonna need your chair again for this one. Your adductors are really just an extension of your pelvic floor and often are very tight for women that have tight pelvic floors. So we wanna make sure we're stretching those muscles out too. You're gonna place feet, 1 foot on a chair, 1 foot on the ground, toes pointing forward on both feet. As you stick your butt out behind you, and then stand up nice and tall. As you go back down, you should feel a nice pull right through this inner thigh. Go down as far as you can where it's uncomfortable but not painful, and then squeeze back up. Kind of squeeze your adductors back together. Feel that tension, and then feel yourself letting it all go as you come down. Let's go ahead and switch sides. You're gonna see this from the back. The other leg up on the chair. Make sure your butt is coming back behind you. Feel that stretch right in through your inner thigh. Exhale, squeeze up. Toes pointed forward on both feet. If the chair feels too high for you, feel free to use just like a step stool, footstool type of a thing. So if your stretch is down here, a yoga block or something, that's fine. Get into a place where you feel like you feel a stretch, it doesn't feel too intense. All right, and the last position that we're going to use today is a nice deep squat. And again, this is going to be different for everyone, how far they can go down. Some of it depends on how much length you have in your calf muscles, the mobility of your knees and things like that. So if it feels like just hanging out in this position is way too intense for you, you can go ahead and grab a pillow or a rolled up blanket and place that right under you so that you can sit and rest on that a little bit. But the idea is that you are feeling lots of stretch in through your inner thighs. This is a great position to hang out in if you have little kids and they're just playing on the floor. Just really hang out in this deep squat position. Focus as you inhale on lengthening and opening up your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, drawing it back in. Inhale, drop it down to the floor. Let it all go. Exhale. Spend about a minute in each of these positions, but of course, if any of them feel like, oh, there was a lot of tension there, that release felt really good, feel free to stay in those positions for as long as you need to. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Share it with a friend who also is experiencing pain and symptoms from a tight pelvic floor. Doing that will really help this video make sure it's shown to all of the people that need it the most. Thanks so much for stretching with me today. I will see you all in the next video.